Donald Trump turns 80 years old. He creates peace in the Middle East. And he throws one of the biggest birthday parties in American history. All of that happening in one day. So I know at the very beginning I mentioned the Iran deal, which is a very important deal right now, but I want to make another episode going deeper into that because we don't have a lot more information on that situation. But we can already see the effects just by these two people meeting and talking to each other. Oil prices globally have dropped to a significant low, which is incredible, and hopefully that will lead to lower gas prices coming up in the future. So in the end, peace is good, right? Peace is peace. I know that some neocons are going to be very upset about this, and I know that Israel is also upset about it, but you know what? They're just going to have to get over it. So enough about the Iran stuff. Let's talk about the celebration. As June 14th was Flag Day and also Donald Trump's birthday, so Donald Trump decided to mix his favorite things, America 250, along with his favorite sport, UFC. Now, I know you don't really care about my personal life, and that's fine. You just listen to me for fun. But I got into UFC a few years ago. I have a couple of buddies who absolutely love UFC and invited me over one time, and I started watching it, and now I watch it regularly. They have this really cool setup where there are two TVs in the living room, and you can watch motocross on one of them, and you can watch the fights on the other, and we bet quarters on the fights, and that's really fun. I've lost so much money over there because I always pick the wrong guy, but it's fine. It's all good fun. And of course, before there's any speculation, we always watched UFC legally, okay? No matter what allegations come out, we always watched it legally. Anyway, we heard about this UFC fight that was going to happen at the White House, and all of us were like, we have to watch this. This is like the biggest moment in UFC history. Because it's at the White House, you can't miss that. So I go over there Sunday night, and it is honestly like America threw up on the television screen. It's incredible. There's red, white, and blue for miles. One of these guys was in the Oval Office, and then he walked out into the Octagon, which was so cool to see. The White House band played every single one of these guys' intro songs, which was absolutely interesting and unique and awesome. They also sang the YMCA, which is Donald Trump's favorite song, and also a few Navy people got a little bit too excited with it. Now, all of this wasn't good fun. Donald Trump and his posse are just having a good time watching UFC. He's done this multiple times before, not on the White House lawn, but he's gone to different UFC events, watched it, and had a good time. And people were enjoying the lights, the glitz, the glamour, the dome, the people walking out of the White House into the actual Octagon, and it was awesome. It was so cool. But still people complained. Donald Trump is denigrating the White House. He's destroying the White House. Really? You think he's destroying the White House? Do you not remember Joe Biden lighting up the White House in rainbow colors, putting the rainbow pride flag in the middle of the White House? Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty bad. Do you not remember that there was an actual transgender woman on the lawn of the White House jiggling her fake boobs? Like, I don't understand why these people can't have a little bit of fun. Come on. Like, it's an American event, everyone's having a good time, and you're like the party pooper. Stop being the party pooper. Because not everything has to be a 12 o'clock house fire. You can have a good time, you can be silly, you can be fun. Just enjoy the fights, enjoy the scenery, and if you can't focus on that, then you're going to have a very hard time because this is just the beginning. We're closer now to 4th of July, and 4th of July is going to be absolutely crazier than this event. I mean, I'm sorry, but we are taking Pride Month back. We're taking that from you, and we're calling it something different. And we are also taking July, and we are calling it America Month, as I've been calling it for years. And it is going to be the biggest and greatest America Month in history. And these people, these idiots, are just going to cry about it. They're just going to cry and wail. And you know what I say to them? Cry harder. Go ahead, do it. Cry as hard as you can, it's not going to stop us. And they will keep on crying until a Democrat comes into office, which hopefully that doesn't ever happen, and then that Democrat will have some apology tour for America being terrible and evil and racist. Now, just like with everything, there isn't a thing that happens that doesn't have a little bit of controversy, which makes things fun. As this guy, I think his name is like the Hulk or something, so he won his match, and usually after the match is over, Joe Rogan comes on and they talk about the match, how'd it go, what'd you do right, let's take a look at that knockout, and so on and so forth. And this guy, he did his typical UFC thing. He thanked God, he called out the other wrestlers and said, hey, I want to fight you next. But then he said, you know what, screw this speech, I'm gonna say something different. And this is what he said.
Michelle Obama is a man! Am I right, America?
Now, I saw this happen in real time, and let me tell you, when he mentioned Michelle Obama, I knew what was coming, and I just smiled, because I knew it was going to happen, and I thought it was hilarious. And the whole room that I was with just cracked up laughing, and they were like, how on earth could he say that? That was awesome, and it was just all in good fun. I mean, this has been a meme for a very long time, and I swear to you, I could still hear liberals' heads popping. I'm telling you, I could hear it. Yes, the political side of me wants to say, well, we need to be bigger than them, we need to be better than the Democrats, and we need to not call people names, yada yada yada. But then I think about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, we can say this. We can do what we want. Especially after all the crap that the Democrats have put us through for years. I mean, praising the death of Charlie Kirk, claiming that Melania is every name in the book, calling all of us racist, sexist, homophobic bigots without any conversation or cause, wanting us to be killed and also wanting to kill the President of the United States? Yeah, go ahead, say as many Michelle Obama jokes as you want. I know that Dana White wasn't happy about it, and I know that other people weren't happy about it either, but it was all in good fun. This event kicks off America 250, and it's only going to get better from here. And with that, I know this is a little bit different, the screen is a little different, my video camera broke, so I'm using my phone, but anyway, we're still here. And I want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.